You're making a film and you need to record audio, so what kind of microphone should you be using? There's plenty of microphones for you to choose, so today we're going to compare a few. So the three different types of audio we are comparing today are the in-camera audio that you're listening to right now. Probably sounds quite booming, there's probably quite a lot of room noise. The second being this off-camera shotgun microphone, which you can't see, but it's an industry standard, probably a lot better quality when you're listening to it. The third being this lapel microphone. This is a close microphone that is attached to me. It's probably giving you the cleanest sound for my voice. So we're not even 45 seconds into this vlog and you've already had your first example. What did you reckon? Obviously every microphone has its strengths and weaknesses. Now we're going to show you some real world examples in a second, but before we get into that, let's have a look at the audio kit we keep in our bag at every single shoot.
We have the Rode NTG1, we have the Rode VideoMic Pro, the Tascam DR10L and the Sony ICD TX650. Today we're going to compare in-camera audio, so what comes straight out of your camera. That will be up against the shotgun microphones. The VideoMic Pro, you have to put a 9-volt battery in that to get it to work. There are a few options on the back. You've got your high pass to get rid of some of the rumbly bottom end, and you've got your minus 10 or plus 20 dB pads. And then the NTG one, you don't actually have as many options with this, but it does require phantom power. And our third option is the close microphone. So this is what you would put right up on the speaker and it should reject the most background noise. So here we have the Sony clip-on microphone and we have the Tascam, which comes along with a lapel mic.
So that is the gear that we are going to be comparing today. So our first real life example of this being used is at a wedding, but not just any wedding, his wedding.
Yep, my wedding. So it's from the ceremony. The three audio inputs are the Sony a7 III internal microphone. We have the Rode NTG1A, which was mounted on a Sony FS5 using the phantom power from that camera, and then the registrar was wearing the Sony clip-on microphone. Let's take a look.
Joshua and Sarah, before you are joined in matrimony, I have to remind you both of the solemn and binding character of the vows you're about to make. Marriage in this country means the union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. On a more personal level, marriage is desired by two people to share themselves and their experiences with each other, and a willingness to accept each other for who they are.
Our second real world example is of an interview. This interview was particularly tough because it was done in a massive hall, which meant loads of reverberation and lots of room noise.
Yep, the three samples we have again are the Sony a7 III internal microphone. This time we're using the VideoMic Pro, also mounted on top of the Sony a7 III, and the speaker is wearing the Sony clip-on microphone again.
After the research was presented, I did lots of work with the communities of Rotherham mostly, because that's where the research had taken place, with children, young people, families, teachers, communities, to look at a model that would be the right model for a space in the town that would work as a centre, but not a centre for those children who struggle with their literacies and writing, but a centre that...
So thanks for sticking with us this far. Before we get into our wrap up though, if you could do me a huge favour and subscribe to the channel and maybe even leave a comment below and like this video. It really does make a huge difference to a small channel like ours.
Yep, and we'd love to hear what you think. Obviously, every microphone has an application what it really fits that job. I mean, Jake, your favourite's the Sony, isn't it?
I love this little clip-on microphone. I think it is super convenient, super reliable, and it's my go-to every single time we do a shoot.
I love that microphone also, but I am also fond of the Tascam. I think the lapel has a slightly nicer response and gets more depth out of the voice. Perhaps you're using something completely different. We'd love to hear about that as well. I mean, in film, audio is half of the viewer's experience. A really quick way to turn your viewers off is to have bad audio or to have speech that is really unclear and hard to hear. So whatever you do, please pay more attention to your audio in your next video. We're going to have loads of tips and tricks and how-tos coming up in our future videos. And Jake's already said please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you later, guys.